Today we have a kanji recap, 5 kanjis related to objects, part 3. Time to aim at learning all 2500 kanjis, and today's kanji bow will help you with that goal. This kanji was purely a pictogram of a bow with a string, pretty straightforward. The cool thing is that it acts as a radical found in the words tsuru or bowstring and ko or arc. The kun reading is yumi. The example is yumi or bow. The sentence is migite no tsukaikata, yumi no mochikata. How to use the right hand, the way to hold the bow. The on reading is kyu. The examples are kyudo, Japanese archery, and yokyu, Western archery. Fun fact! There are differences between Western bows, which employ modern, high-performing bows and arrows designed for speed and accuracy, and Japanese bows, which uses traditional bows and arrows made from natural materials. This is because Western archery aims to maximize accuracy and precision in hitting a target. Japanese archery, or kyudo, emphasizes the process of shooting and cultivating a calm and disciplined mind. Do not confuse bow with pull. You can see the pull has the radical for bow and the line showing the string of the bow which is being pulled. This kanji has 3 strokes, a simple kanji, yet one of those that are a big part of Japanese culture and history. Imagine standing in a quiet forest. Suddenly, an arrow cuts through the air, fast, sharp, and direct. That is the power captured in today's kanji, arrow. At first glance, this kanji might not look like an arrow, but it is the pictogram of one, and we can see it better with the original inscription. The bottom shows the feathers. The vertical line in the center is the shaft, and the angled line near the top shows the arrowhead. Ancient scribes were literally sketching the image of an arrow when they created this character. The power of this kanji can also be seen when it acts as a radical, found in the words shiru, to know, mijikai, short, and tameru, reform. Fun fact! This kanji can be found in the idiom yatsugibaya, which vividly paints a picture of a rapid, continuous stream of actions or questions, like a skilled archer firing arrows without pause. The kun reading is ya. The examples are ya or arrow and yaomote or firing line. The sentence is yaomote ni tatsu, to be in the firing line. Do not confuse arrow with loose. This one is an easy one to confuse, but the arrow ends with the arrowhead, no extra lines. So the next time you see this kanji, don't just think of a weapon. Think of focus. Think of a straight path toward your goal, like an arrow in flight. This character reminds us that with clarity and momentum, nothing can stop us. Let's crack open the cool kanji for kan. Time to pour some bubbly kanji facts. This is a simple pictogram of an earthenware jar with a wide mouth and a lid, meant to hold wine, water, and sometimes grain. At some point in time, this character had the radical for metal, but it was dropped, making it a much simpler shape to write. Fun fact! Japan has a very strong recycling culture, and properly storing empty cans or akikan is a common practice. The on reading is kan. The examples are kantsume or canned food and kan, can. The sentence is kankiri no tsukaikata, the way to use a can opener. Do not confuse can with peak. If you look closely, peak has the little mountain on the bottom, while can is all in one shape. This kanji has 6 strokes. Another interesting fact about this kanji is that it is its own radical, although there are not really other examples using it as a radical, but it's still something cool to know. One thread, fragile, thin, but tied to another and another, and you can wave an entire world. The kanji thread looks exactly like what it means. Thin individual fibers being spun and twisted to form a stronger strand. In ancient Japan, silk threads held villages together. From a single cocoon, a single thread, came endless possibilities: clothes, nets, even art. Even more interesting is that it acts as a radical, seen in the words yaku, promise, kami, paper, and saku, rope. Fun fact, as you just learned, the kanji thread is also a very common radical. Many kanji related to textiles, relationships, or continuous processes include this radical. The kun reading is ito. The example is ito or thread. The sentence is mishin ito no erabikata, the way to select the sewing cotton. The on reading is shi. The examples are sanshi, silk thread, and menshi, cotton yarn. Do not confuse thread with lineage. The most interesting part is that thread is the radical of lineage, so watch out. Every big story starts with a single thread, and in Japanese, that thread is ito. Imagine being stranded on a deserted island. You got food and water, but without the right tools, survival becomes nearly impossible. That is exactly what today's kanji is all about, the kanji tool. Before we start, we must say that this kanji came from two completely different shapes. Now, let's get into it. The bottom represented two hands. The top was a cauldron. And what was it for, you might ask? This cauldron was an ancient bronze vessel with 3 legs. It could be used for cooking and even to perform ritual sacrifices. Putting this together, we have hands holding a tool to perform regular and important tasks. Fun fact, when you see a word with today's kanji in it, you can often assume it is talking about a set of items or equipment necessary for a specific purpose, from cooking to carpentry to even your household items. The on reading is gu. The examples are kagu or furniture and yogu or tool. The sentence is marui kagu tokushu, the round furniture special edition. Do not confuse tool with shellfish. The funny part is that although they're pretty similar, they don't come from the same root, so watch out. So next time you see this kanji, think about the tools that make survival and success possible. Without tools, effort stalls, but with the right ones, momentum begins. Now, I got a challenge for you. What is the meaning of this word? Type it in the comments. And I hope you use these kanji videos as a learning tool for your kanji studies. So I'll see you tomorrow in the same channel. Ya, mata ne. Yay!